Welcome to Cliffhanger Countdown, where we list our favourite cliffhangers of each Doctor, and with one part per story, this ain't gonna be easy.
This week it's over to Patrick Troughton, the second Doctor.
And yet again, this era features missing episodes.
But not to worry, because the first Doctor and second Doctor era are getting their own missing episodes video.
And beware, spoilers for the second Doctor era cliffhangers will be in this video. It's time to begin the Cliffhanger Countdown.
Number 10. In at number 10, it's the enemy of the world. This cliffhanger comes about in the very last episode of this story.
That's right, just when the episode is minutes from finishing, main villain Salamander is sucked out into space after accidentally leaving the TARDIS doors open. Is anyone gonna close the doors?
Well, looks like we won't find out till the next episode, as the Doctor, Jamie and Victoria are holding on for dear life.
Number 9. Now it's over to the Macra Terror, the first animated episode on this list. This episode is shrouded in mystery, as the colony seems a little too happy to be governed by the enigmatic controller.
And in the second episode of this story, after meeting an old man pretending to be controller, we find out who's really in control. It's the Macra!
Just before the credits roll, these terrifying crab-like creatures cut the camera.
Number 8. Well, the second Doctor's era is full of danger, and the Seeds of Death is no exception.
The Ice Warriors are back for a second story, and they have a dastardly plan to steal Earth's oxygen and with it wipe out the human race. And when the Doctor attempts to get into the weather station, in the fifth part of this story, it looks like he's away to experience this horrible fate.
Deadly seeds are everywhere, and any one of them could explode any minute, which will leave the Doctor with no air to breathe. The Doctor frantically bangs the door and screams for companion Zoe to let him in. Little does he know his companions are preoccupied with an Ice Warrior patrolling the station. Can the Doctor make it? It's not looking likely, because the seed is growing and the Doctor is trapped.
Number 7. After their first appearance in the 10th planet, the Cybermen have returned to invade a moon base. And with such a claustrophobic setting, what could possibly go wrong?
All the way through the first half of this story, the Cybermen sneak about and steal bodies from the base's sickbay. In the second part of this story, Polly sees a Cyberman, so the crew search everywhere to find them. But then the Doctor asks if they searched in the sickbay. And guess what? They didn't!
And everyone is currently in the sickbay. Everybody panic, because the Cybermen have been there the whole time. What a cliffhanger.
Number 6. And from one Cyberman story to the next, we have possibly one of the most iconic Doctor Who cliffhangers of all time. The Doctor, Jamie, Victoria and a team of archaeologists explored the tombs of the Cybermen. But don't worry, the Cybermen are frozen in the ice, so it's perfectly safe. Wrong! One of the archaeologists raises the temperature and melts the ice!
The Cybermen are coming out of their tombs, and the Doctor and co are well and truly helpless. And it appears the Cybermen are planning to upgrade everyone. That is quite a predicament. Number 5. In at number 5, the Daleks have returned for Patrick Troughton's debut, The Power of the Daleks. Oh no, wait! False alarm. They're nice. They're only servants to the colony in this episode.
Or are they? In the 4th episode of this epic story, lead scientist Lesterton, who had been helping the Daleks, discovers that they're not as innocent as he thought. And he discovers way more Daleks than he bargained for. Turns out, in a private base, the Daleks are growing an army ready to destroy the colony.
So much for being servants.
Number 4. The latest animation of the Faceless Ones has action and mystery all rolled into one.
An airport proves to be an awesome destination for the TARDIS team. But the workers at Chameleon Tours are definitely up to something. Polly is acting like she doesn't know the Doctor, and Ben has been captured. And in episode 4, Jamie boards the Chameleon Tours plane, and while he goes on a well-timed bathroom break, all the other passengers vanish. And that's not the only thing that vanishes.
While this is happening, the Doctor and the Commandant are tracking this very plane until it disappears from the radar. Did it crash? No! This mysterious plane blasts out the Earth's atmosphere into some kind of spaceship, and Jamie is on board.
So Polly isn't herself, Ben has gone missing, and now Jamie is in outer space.
What is the Doctor gonna do?
Number 3. Brace yourselves for one of the most iconic Doctor Who cliffhangers of all time. It's so iconic that New Who's 8th series pays homage to it in Dark Water.
And it all starts when citizens start falling to the ground clinging to their head like it's some freak migraine. With most people in a state of unconsciousness, including the Doctor, the Cybermen rise from the sewers.
The episode is called The Invasion, so you're always wondering, when is it coming? Well, this is the invasion. Oh heck, Earth's in trouble.
Number 2. It's the second Doctor's final story, The War Games. After 9 parts of awesomeness, the Doctor defeats a race who plays with different wars from different times, for amusement. But the way he does this is to summon the Time Lords. And let's just say the Doctor ain't too popular with his species.
It's a race against time, quite literally when the Doctor gets back to Earth as he yells, "We must get away!" With all their efforts, the Doctor, Zoe and Jamie rush to the TARDIS while time starts to slow down. Terrifying organs blare out and the Doctor's hand falls from the TARDIS. Have they been caught?
And this is at part 9 of 10 for the second Doctor's last story. There is likely going to be big consequences. You can't end it there!
The Ice Warrior wakes up in The Ice Warriors episode 1.
The Dominators threaten to kill the Doctor in the Dominators episode 4.
And the Crotons machine starts to kill Jamie in the Crotons episode 2. Number 1. Oh, this cliffhanger is epic.
The Mind Robber episode 1 plunges the Doctor and co into some sort of no place. The Doctor suddenly notices the TARDIS beginning to overload, and then a horrific squealing sound leaves the TARDIS team, helpless.
And out of nowhere, the TARDIS explodes!
Zoe and Jamie cling to the console as it spins aimlessly in space with no interior left, and an unconscious Doctor drifts away in the distance. Dear God, what are they gonna do? Well, that's our list. What's your favourite cliffhanger of the second Doctor? Let us know in the comments below.
And if you're new, feel free to click the red button down below to join the adventure. There's some exciting projects on the way, and of course a Cliffhanger Countdown for the Pertwee era is in the works too. Thank you for watching. I've been Lewis.
And I've been Christopher.
And you've been brilliant!
Every night, every day, 'cause we're so into it. Don't think I could ever quit. Next in 2005, it's taking over our lives.